The Samsung Gear S2. Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Today we're going to be reviewing the Gear S2. So, with this device, it's really interesting just because of the fact that it is such a departure from Samsung smartwatches for the past several years. Now, I think this is Samsung's fifth watch, if I'm not mistaken, so they've been around the block. And really, with this one, it has a really unique design and really a great departure from what they had before. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, the navigation is honestly better than any other smartwatch on the market. You navigate using the ring around the watch, which allows you to go through all of your apps very seamlessly. And it just works in every part of the watch, and even the apps themselves use this ability as well. So when you go through the apps, you'll also have this ability through the app. So it's really great overall experience and something that I just really like overall. Now you have a back button and a home button, so it keeps it really simple. On the main screen, if you go to your left, you have your notifications, and if you go to your right, you have your widgets. Widgets are priceless. It's something that I wish Android Wear had, but yet it still doesn't. When you swipe up from the top, you'll get your quick launch between Do Not Disturb, Music Player, as well as your brightness setting. So you can, again, just change your brightness as you see fit. Now, a lot of watch faces with it that just come with the watch by itself. However, you can change them also. That's what I really like about it. The watch store is pretty big for having lots of different unique watches, from having social watch, so you can have your Facebook and Instagram feeds be your background, to having really unique designs and style or creating your own. Really, this ability is great, and it's just a great overall experience with this watch. Now, what are the downsides of the watch? Well, the overall downside is simply the fact that, one, it does not have a lot of apps, and this is probably the biggest pain point. It does have certain apps like ESPN and Yelp at launch, but it took about 3 weeks before it got other apps such as Groupon or their loyalty card solution, FidMe. Now, you do have other apps like, a replacement for YouTube, so you can actually watch YouTube on here. You do have a standalone streaming service for Milk Music, so you can listen to music without a phone. And you really have just some unique ones like that. Navigation, CNN, all these different ones, obviously games, but it really just doesn't have enough. And some apps that were promised, like Uber, for instance, still isn't here. And that what really hurts the Gear S2. Overall, it just should have more apps. Battery life. Battery life is truly amazing. It lasts 2 to 3 days. Now, what determines this? Well, obviously how much you use it and for what, but typically 2 day battery life is when you have this on, meaning your watch face is always on so you can tell the time. The other way is to have it completely off, and then when you lift your watch, then the screen will come on. This will last 3 days if you have that always watch face off. So if you have your watch completely off, then you'll have the ability to have it last 3 days. So that is amazing when it comes to battery life. The Gear S2 standard comes with proprietary bands that you can swap out, but one, I feel that they're not as easy as they should be. They're a little bit of a pain point, in my opinion, as well as there's just not that many at launch. Now, obviously, Samsung is treating their connected version as their official launch, but the Bluetooth version's been out for about a month, and I still don't have any bands I can swap this out with. And this is really the biggest pain points of this watch. Samsung needs better support from itself as well as third party. However, if it does that, in my opinion, this is the best smartwatch on the market. It has an amazing battery life, and the apps that it does work with, it works seamlessly. Not to mention that the navigation is really superior to any other smartwatch that I've ever used, and I've used all of them. So yes, I do love a lot of things about this watch, and if it has more apps and more bands, it is, in my opinion, the best smartwatch you can get. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you did like it, and please give a like, thumbs down below if you did. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.